welcome back to TechFledge. Now let's start with playing with variables and other concepts. So in this program we will also learn about this commenting thing. So what is commenting? Suppose you are writing your code like a equals to 5, then b equals to 6. So that was our simple code, and people are never, if someone else is joining you and he is going through your code, he never knows what is your program going to do, right? So we should have some terminology, we have some instruction, we should have some instruction in the program file itself that demonstrates your code, or that just instructs or point out what is the functionality or what is the relevance of your code. Otherwise he has to go through your code and understand by himself. So if you are working in a multiple member team, then you need to commenting outs, or even for you, whenever you are just writing 2 lines of code, it's easy. But if it is 2 million lines of code, and if you are coming back to your code only, you will forget this, why this variable was created, why this function was created, why this list was created. You never know, and you need to debug it, you need to go through every functionality, and then it will eat your time. So better be just commenting out things, or just write out these things. That's why your program is relevant to you. So just in this program, so you can say that we are going to play with variables. So if we just say play with variables, it will throw you error. Play with variables, it will throw you error. So just see that your program is not saved, that is why it is showing like this. So just Control S, and then you just run your code. If you are running your code, then it will simply throw you syntax error and invalid syntax, because play it cannot identify what is this. So it should be associated with this program, but this program is unable to find and unable to compile, interpret your things, that what you are exactly telling. But your intention was just to show some message that this code is just playing with variables. So just you can comment out this thing. So that is commenting out things, means you can control slash. So in Microsoft VS Code, if you place control and then slash, forward slash, then it will automatically comment out this code according to the language. So if you would have been C++, then you could comment out like this, you could comment out this like this, but this doesn't work in Python. So you just place it control forward slash, it will just put an hash inside it, and your program directly ignores it. Whenever your program is going to start, your program is going to start, it's simply coming to this. And whenever you are declaring this variable, so whenever you will be executing this program, it will be taken to RAM, it will be taken to your RAM, and in your RAM place it will create one slot, one container like slot, one bucket or one box, whatever you can say. For simplifying these things, you just say that you have create, whenever you are executing these things, you have created 2 box. In 2 box you should be having 5, because you are initializing this 5, and another you can initializing 6. And now if we are we can do these things in another way, you can say that. So let's check how can we do the same thing in different way. So you can create one variable, 2 variable, and then just put the value, so 10 and comma 20. So what these things will do, this thing will do the same thing. So C and D variable will be created, C and D variable will be created, this is C, this is D, and this 10 is directly mapped to C. So this 10 will be put here, and this 20 will be directly mapped to D. So this 20 will be mapped here. So that is how your program works. Now let me clear my screen first. So if you see that there is a different way of assigning this variable with these values, so whatever convenient way you are liking, you can do that. But in this way you have some advantage, we have some real life implementation. So let's see what is that. Suppose you are told that you have to swap 2 variables, This is a common program in the life of programmers. You have to swap a lot of times whenever you are making a software, you are doing these things. And also in interview questions, there is a common scenario that you will be asked these things. Swap 2 variables. What is swap 2 variables? Suppose you have 2 variables, a equals to 5 and b equals to 6. Now you have to do it in such a way. So what again, let's repeat this thing. So what it will create, it will be creating two memory space, right? So before swapping you have like this container a comma b and then 5 and 6. After swapping, your variable a will be there, your variable b will be there, but this 6 will be come to this and your 5 will be come to this. So how can you do that? So let me again clear my screen. So how can you do that? You just let's say that you have a equals to 5, b equals to 6, and you take and one temporary variable and you set it as an a. So what it will do, it will take the value first, it will resolve its value. So a equals to 5, then this 5 will be entered in temp. A equals to b, because you have already have a copy of the value of a in the temp, right? And then whenever you have copy of value b in the a, then you can simply enter b equals to temp. Now just let me show the program. A and then print b. You execute your code. So you simply say that you have entered 5 in your a, 6 in the b, but when you are printing, it's a equals to 6 and b equals to 5. So how is this program working? Initially I had a equals to 5, then b equals to 6. Now I am taking another variable temp. And in temp I am putting the value whatever is in the a. So what is containing in the a? 5, right? So in temp I am entering 5 as well, because a is having 5 and I am just entering 5. So whatever this a's value, I have taken in backup in this temp. Now if you again, so in a programming in a programming context, if you are second time assigning value to your variable, this will override. Suppose you have a, so a had already 5, right? A had already 5. Now whenever you are entering a equals to b, so b is having 6 but a was having 5, so it will simply wipe out a, it will simply wipe out a, and then it will enter a equals to b means 6. Now in this place, whenever you are coming to this place, you have a equals to 6, you have b equals to 6, and where is your a's value? A's value is stored safely in temp, so it is having 5. So b's value is entered in a. So now you can set this temp value to b, right? So by temp value in b means it will simply wipe out these things and just put 5 inside it. So previously I had a equals to 5, b equals to 6. After this line it will say that a equals to 6 and b equals to 5, and that is how our swiping variable is working. But this program is having some problem, because if you see that you are having this extra variables, means you are using extra space with that. How can you optimize this code with this extra space? So pause my video and think yourself that how can you optimize this code without using extra space. Like if you are, I am telling you that you cannot use extra variable temp, you have only just a and b. How can you just simplify these things? So you can do one thing, a equals to a plus b. So after a, this is 11, then b equals to a minus b, that is you have 11 in a. Now 11 minus 6, that is b equals to 5. So previously b was 6, now b was having 5. Now a equals to a minus b again. So what it is doing, it is simply doing, a was initially 11, initially 5, then it became 11, then b equals to 11 minus 6, so b equals to 5, and then a equals to 11 minus b has already become 5, so a will become 6. So now my value is changed. See that, a and then print b. Save it, then run it. So you see that. Now let's understand how this program is working. So whenever we are in this place, what it is doing, it is creating one memory a equals to 5. Then whenever we are in this place, it is creating b equals to 6. Now a equals to a plus b, again it is creating a. Now a equals to means already it will resolve, it is already having value, so it will look for value. What it is? 5. What is b? 6. So 5 plus 6 is 11. Now it will come to this line. So we are done with this line, and now it will come to this line, b equals to a minus b. Now b is already having 6, so b equals to a means 11, right? A means 11 minus b, so b is already having 6 value, so 11 minus 6, that means it is 5. Now we are done with this line, then we will come to this line. Now it will again modify a. So if it is modifying a, then we have simply a minus b means 11 minus 5, so 6. So at the end it will 11 minus 5, so 6. This is a, and what we have in b, we have 5. So initially a was in 5, b was in 6, now a is in 6, b is in 5 without extra space. So we had only two space, a and b. We were using temp variable, if you remember. So this was occupying extra space. Right now we are not using this extra space. We have optimized this code and it is working fine. Okay, so as I told you, you can set this variable is the same thing. If you say that you can do variable 1 comma variable 2, you can set value based on this, right? So you could do this. Now simply we will take this advantage of swapping this variable in Python. So simply what we will do, a comma b equals to b comma a. Now let's understand how this program working, but first understand this. Let's check this program is working fine. Let's first check this program is working fine. So let me run the program. So 6 comma 5, I have a equals to 5, b equals to 6. I am printing a first, it is printing 6, and b second, it is printing 5. That means our program has been successfully executed. Now let's understand how this program is working. So here what is it's happening, first it will be creating like this variable is container is created, right? So this variable is created. I am just repeating this step so that you can understand the memory management as well, and when we will be solving the programming output questions, then you will come to this. This will take you a very great advantage. So that is why I am repeating these things, just be with me. So after this is done, a and b. Now it is coming to this. So I said that you can initialize your variable like this. So it is doing the same way, right? So a and b, you can again reinitialize your variable. So for a, it will be reinitializing or overwritten. So what value? It takes this value, right? So it takes this value. I am already having some value in the b. So what it is? 6. So this 6 value will be entered in here, a 6, and then b equals to a. So initially b was 5. So this program will be executed at the same time, and this just swaps the variable. And it will make like a comma b, and it will be 6 comma 5. And that is how the simplest way of doing this program in Python of swapping to variable without extra space is like this. Thanks for your time. We will be coming out with other lectures. Be with TechPlace.